Hiya Shira, nice to see you. Fairy dust bunnies as well. Can you hear me properly? Hopefully you can. Everybody hear properly, yeah? I'll waffles as well. Basically what we're going to be talking about is Jessica, Australia, my dear friend, she's coming on. We're going to be having a chat away about what YouTube channel that we're starting up. It's going to be a collaboration. It's going to be going to, every proceed will be going to Food for Life. So what it's going to be a various different amount of YouTubers, all vegan. We're going to be uploading a certain amount of videos each week to this channel, and all monetisation will actually go to Food for Life. At the moment, we're actually at $1,338 of the 20,000 that we're actually trying to raise. So we've got a good bit to go, but also as well, while I'm here, I want to promote this for a good friend. Happy Moon Moo it's a vegan event. It's going to be holding for New Year, to celebrate in the New Year. December the 30th it's going to be, and it's going to be at the Admiral Bar in Waterloo Street, Glasgow. And the tickets are £5 for early bird. On the night is £7.50 and £10 after 10 PM. And it's for supporting Save Movement Scotland, which was actually at the Veg Fest yesterday, and I'm actually became a member, so I'm going to be doing a lot of animal activism with them. So that's Save the Movement Scotland, and what it's going to be funding, it's going to be, all proceeds will be going to the funding to get James Aspie to come to do a special event in February next year. So please, if you can go and share that about, I would really appreciate that. And that's actually for my friend Bohemian Hippy. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe brighten it up a bit. Bohemian Hippy, her name is. She actually helps run the Save Me Scotland charity, Save Movement Scotland charity. So please go and check her website out. It's www.bohemianhippy.com. She does a lot of things, like obviously vegan shop selling extensive range of clothing, merchandise, all ethically sourced and things. She obviously has a vegan directory that you find anywhere in the UK, that you need to find things like vegan B&Bs, vegan restaurants, vegan shops, vegan tattoos, vegan hairdressers, yoga teachers. And she also does things like if you're a UK vegan business, you can actually go into the site and actually add your details, logo and photos into the directory. And like I say, once your submission has actually been approved, it's all free of charge. So absolutely amazing. So I thoroughly recommend you check that out, and it'll be absolutely great. I really look forward to it. But also as well, as you can see, I'm wearing the Go Vegan Scotland, and I got the Nagev jumper as well. I was actually at Veg Fest Scotland yesterday. It was absolutely amazing. That was it there. It was absolutely great. I'm actually going to be uploading a video to my channel. They've done a lot of things, like they had animal activism speeches. They even had like the Earthling experience, where you're actually wearing the virtual reality headsets. Absolutely amazing. It really was. There was a lot of inspirational talks at it as well. A lot of different workshops, things like, obviously they had things like all your different things for all the stalls for the food, Flying Duck Glasgow, the Greedy Rabbit. They had a lot of different things, even done performances like obviously singing and things like that as well. You can see it there. It's absolutely amazing, some of the things that they had on. They had a big children's area, so you could even take your children into it actually as well. And they got all fruit and vegetables. They get activities to keep them busy. They obviously as well, they had the Vegan Health Summit as well, basically talking you through all the kind of health benefits of the vegan lifestyle. They had the Vegan Activist Summit as well, basically going on about the kind of cruelty that's done to the animals and things like that. And then the kind of vegan light activism, which was basically showing you about the kind of getting you into the kind of vegan lifestyle and how it will benefit you, talking about things like your vitamins and your minerals and things like that. It was really amazing. It really was. And obviously as well, they had things like your cookery demos as well. You were making vegan cakes, and they had shown you how to use vegan cheeses and things like that. Absolutely amazing. It really was. It was one of the best events I've ever been to, and I'll be really looking forward to it next year. Also as well, I actually picked up the the food yoga by Paul Rodney Turner, who is actually the charity that I was talking about there, Food for Life Global. That's basically taking you into the nourishing the body, soul and mind and things like that, talking about how plant-based foods release your consciousness and get you into tap with spirituality and things like that, which the food yoga is all about. Absolutely amazing book. It tells you about living in the moment, basically your personal constitution, which is actually individual metabolic makeups help determine how much effect specific tastes and emotions have on you and things like that. Obviously, they as well get into things like obviously the vegan solution, where you get your B12 and things like that, like your healthy stomach, healthy exocrine pancreas, your intact gastrointestines and things like that, and obviously the dangers of organic foods and all the kind of earth, water and spirit and things like that. Absolutely amazing, it really is. They were giving out things that obviously I don't know if you can see that, cooking on a budget. With the vegan recipes, you were obviously getting things like how to make like fast and funky noodles, sun-dried tomato and asparagus, Mexican fried beans, and obviously your Go Vegan guide that you were getting as well, which was really good, because that's kind of converting a lot of people over and showing them how much the vegan lifestyle helps. Things like your vegan meal planning and things like that. So all there. Absolutely amazing. It really was. It's one of the best things I've ever been to. But I'm really excited to actually be going to be part of the Save Movement Scotland. It should be really great. Like I say, that's what we're wanting to promote here. It's actually, like I say, it's going to be held in the Admiral Bar, Waterloo Street, Glasgow, and like I say, tickets are £5. It's in December 30th, so it's running from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. on the 31st. And like I say, all proceeds go to making the speech for James Aspey to bring him over to actually hold a conference in February next year. And like I say, this is all part of Save Movement Scotland, who I'm actually going to be doing a lot of vegan activism with now, because I've actually signed up and I'm actually a member of them as well. So there's going to be a lot of things on my channel, but please, if you can share that about, Happy Moo Year. You'll find it on Facebook. If you go in there, you'll actually see the event as well. So please share that about as much as you can. Obviously as well, this is another thing I wanted to share. I don't know if you can see that. Veggie Vision TV, they were giving out these yesterday. It's the only UK based veggie internet TV station. Basically what it is, it says if you would like to meet fellow vegetarians and vegans for love and dating and things like that, to sign up for a special dating site. With technology costs millions, we bring the very best to you to help fellow non-meat eaters. And basically what it's got a lot of things like cookery, entertainment, health and beauty, information, news stories, music, obviously YVTV dating, World Vision and UTV Vision, and it's actually all internet based, so it really looks amazing. They asked me to share that as well, so I'll be doing that, and that's it there. Thanks very much, Warfors. I'm really stoked up for it. It should be absolutely great. Like I say, if I can do as much with Save Movement Scotland, it'll be absolutely great, because they go to all the slaughterhouses and things like that and do a lot of activism there, all round about my area, so it'll be. But like I say, if you can please check out Bohemian Hippie's website. It's www.bohemianhippie.com. Like I say, absolutely great. Like I say, it's all UK based vegan directory, so obviously shows you about vegan restaurants, vegan shops, things that obviously you can, if you're a vegan business, you can actually add on to the site logo and things like that for absolutely free of charge, and they've got all ethically sourced products and clothing. She's an absolutely lovely person. Like I say, Lynn actually runs the Save Movement Scotland as well. So, but is Jessica, are you ready to come on at all? And I'll guest you in if you're ready. Hi, nice to see you, Bernadette, as well. Yeah, I'll guest Jessica in. So hopefully it'll work okay.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, doing great, thanks. I've got my hat on for yesterday to Go Vegan Scotland, and I get the Nagev jumper as well. It basically
That's
says
cool.
for the Slaminals. It's absolutely
That's
great.
cool. You know, it's funny because I had a thought last night, like when I stream on Younow, to wear like a vegan hat or a vegan beanie. And I've been looking for them online today. And then I come here and you're wearing it and I'm like, I need that beanie.
I'll get you one. I'll get you one for the Go Vegan Scotland.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'll get you one for them.
Were they expensive there?
They were like £15 roughly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I've noticed. Like, I found some really cool ones, but like, no, like, the postage is like another $30, and I'm like,
well, they had them every
for a
single
hat.
colour. You've got blue, you've got yellow, bright yellow, orange, pink, everything. You can get them in every single colour.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be cool to wear it on Younow and be like,
yeah,
because you could, yeah, it's just so cute. Yeah,
that's what I was saying yesterday. The food yoga, they actually had a stall at the big vegan festival yesterday.
Oh, sweet. Oh, so how much was the book to buy in print?
15.
Oh, that's pretty good.
So it was an Indian fellow that was doing it, and he was chatting away to me. He does a lot of things like obviously meditation and yoga, and he runs classes as well. Even does a thing called, I don't know if you can see that, Peace in Haven it's called. They run like workshops free of charge in Glasgow. It basically does things like meditation, short talks, sharing, Q&A meditation, and it does like things like connecting with the source, conscious eating and meditation, karma and reincarnation, and understanding your past, looking to the forward. And basically it's all free of charge, and you just go in there and you give them a donation at the end of it. It's absolutely
cool. Amazing. Oh, so he's an ambassador for them, like for Food Yogi or whatever, for Food for Life. Oh, that's cool.
He actually knew all about me. He says, I know that you were doing the streaming things. He says, that's great. He says, I was actually watching. I says, well, it was Jessica, my friend, that actually set it up. I says, I was kind of helping in on it. He says, yeah, I watched it all, and he gave it, like I say, I bought the book off him.
Cool. Oh, that's awesome. It's so funny. Like, I would never have thought you would have met someone from there.
The amount of, I didn't like that. Oh, you're talking about film thing, but I didn't.
Yeah, if you heard.
Really? Yeah, I even get that. Like,
wow.
Sees all your lunches, things like that.
I wanted to get but floor and I'm floor, maybe.
It's all just kind of females, and it's kind of
like that's what I like, whatever, and it's probably strenuous. It's probably now
that you can that as
well. I was gonna say, who's in? There's 8 people. No, I'm telling a few people about the channel. Vegan. Well, not that much, but he can ask him.
Understand me, you know, I die, I think.
Stand at all?
Well, I seem to hard to ask, but I don't know.
Well, and they're hard. I get confused. Told the
some of them are.
It's not as kind of
I was interested in because there's quite the very name.
And I found you've probably seen him. This guy
grown my streams quite a few times.
Is he a nice guy? Like to?
Yeah, he really is. Yeah, lovely guy.
Yeah, I sent him an email because I thought when he's been subscribed to me and I didn't even know. I was going through my subscriptions today and I thought, vegan channel, and so I watched a couple and I thought he'd be brilliant because it's nice to have like a wide variety of ages, ethnicities, you know, and so I thought, he'd be fantastic. So yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, so I asked A1 Vegan. He said he'd be all right. Like he'd be. I don't know if he said weekly videos, but he said like he would do like, you know, the ones where we do a couple of minutes each and put it into one. And I said, and then at least like a video a month on like free choice. And he said, yeah, that would be cool. So again, someone that's kind of different, like.
That's what it is.
to us as well.
Everybody with kind of different aspects.
Yeah,
so if people come on, they're getting, because you're going to get everybody with all different kind of ethnicities and different types of vegan lifestyle coming on. So they want to be able to kind of relate to all different people.
Yeah, well, what I've noticed with him is like he has a bit of a, not harsh, but he like when I told him like I wasn't with a vegan, he was like, oh my God, how do you cope and everything. But he wasn't, he kind of has a harsh theory, but he doesn't attack people, and that's what I kind of like. Like he's still respectful. He still thinks everyone should be vegan, but
trying
so
to
I thought,
educate people more than anything.
Yeah, he didn't say like people deserve to die. Remember that video? I was like,
oh, that was
yeah. Oh God, yeah. So I thought he'd be someone, yeah. Owl, like, yeah, lol. Actually,
also as well, obviously the mental health fit stream that you were setting up as well. That's going to be really great. I say obviously if anybody in the chat, if you can say about your Facebook group and things like that as well. So,
yeah. I've been telling a few. Yeah, I thought Ostra because like we're ostracized a lot because of our mental illness, and then I thought our stories to raise awareness, and I thought, oh, that kind of, I was like, oh, sticking with that. I've never come up with anything that kind of cool. So, yeah, I told a few, but like even people like Vegan Embassy said that they'd be up for it, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, yeah, it'd be interesting just to hear people's stories or experiences, maybe with someone else or whatever. So, yeah, so that'll be cool. I've got a few like emails from like subscribers too saying, like they were thanking me for like the 24-hour stream, and I said, oh, we're doing another one, and they were like, oh, that would be so good, because a lot of my subscribers are there for the mental health. There's a few for veganism, but yeah, and so they were like, oh, that's really helpful. Like that'd be so great to watch and see that you're doing something for it. So, and yeah, hopefully it might give people the strength as well to tell their story, but also just hearing other people will make people not feel so alone and stuff too.
Like I said, it'd be great if we could get somebody like Katie Morton involved in it, because she's kind of high profile. It'd be brilliant to get her in.
Yeah. There's a guy, I've got to check, because there's an OCD group I'm in, and they actually have like a few not professors, I don't know, people that have written books, so doctors, psychiatrists that have written books, and they're in the group, and they often do like Q&As and stuff like that in the group, like with a certain time. Yeah. So that'd be really cool to ask if one of them would do a stream and talk with people. I mean, they might not, but even if they know about it, and they can just share it as well. Mm-hmm. So
the more traffic it gets, the better.
Yeah, well, it does. It needs kind of... And I was thinking to actually not have a hashtag for this one and just make it like streaming girls and guys, and then that way people will come in, especially if we're doing it for a cause. So like last time, right, you saw how many likes you got, right? Imagine if you were like then, you would have been like number 3 or something in guys. You would have been getting more clicks from people who didn't know about it. And that's what I kind of think we should do with this one, considering it's not for like a charity or anything. Yeah.
Oh, Belle Vegan's here as well. Nice to see you, Belle Vegan. I hope you're
Oh, hey, Belle.
Well. Veg Mix as well.
I can't see her in here. I didn't even realise she was from Australia.
I didn't actually
I'm so
realise.
stupid.
I thought she was from the US.
I don't know where I thought she was from the UK. And we follow each other on Instagram, and yesterday I was like looking at her thing and it said Queensland. I was like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. And then I was like stalking her Instagram trying to see what all her tattoos said, because you can see this one on top of her eyebrow, and I'm like, I need to know what it says. It says compassion. She got it for when she went vegan. Oh yeah. Yeah, so like I was going through looking at her tats, but yeah.
They had the virtual reality headsets yesterday at the Veg Fest, and that was it, like the Earthling experience and the cowspiracy, and it was as if the blood and things were actually coming into your face. It was a bit too much.
Was it? Oh. Imagine if you weren't vegan watching that, like you'd never seen it. Oh, VegMix is going crazy with the thumbs up. That's awesome.
But yeah, they actually had vegetarian style cookery classes and things like that as well, so it was great because there was a lot of people getting in there and they were actually not vegan and things like that, and they were showing them how to
Yeah.
make vegan meals and things. And the cookery
That's
classes,
cool.
they had like raw food cookery classes, learning you how to make like cheesecakes and vegan cheeses.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh,
everything
that's
like that.
cool. Did you see Vegan Embassy's video? He had a two-parter where they were in the mall in Adelaide, and oh my God, there was people on the floor and they had like fake blood on them, as if to say, like, you see an animal like this, right, and you don't think twice, but if you see a person, and they were like educating people on veganism. Did you see that video?
I haven't seen it yet. I need to check that out.
He's having like a civilized argument. That's why I said to him, I need to learn from you, because he's talking to people and they've got to come back for everything, but he comes back at them with so much patience and education behind him. I'm like, I need to learn that. Like, they mentioned the Bible, like Jesus ate fish, and he's like, well, actually, I'm not even Catholic, but if you look back in the Bible, and he mentioned like those verses and stuff that you've mentioned, and then he said, also, God says it's a sin to have sex before marriage. I'm sure you've done that. So is it a sin to be vegan? Because, kind of thing. But he said it in a better way than that. And I was like, oh, I need to learn from you. But he's got a lot of research behind him. That's it, and experience. That's why it just comes. But yeah, that was cool. It's by
High Button F as well.
Vegan Embassy, the Vegan Embassy, and he's it's the last two videos he did. It's a two-parter. Yeah. But the good thing, like someone said in the comments, like they were arguing back, like they always had a question, but if they weren't interested, they would have walked away. So, like, at least people are asking. Yeah.
Like I see, what I love about Kai is he's really, he's passionate about what he does and he respects everybody.
Yeah, he really is.
He gives education out. He's not got that militant stance. Like he's really passionate about it, but he's not.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
Yeah, like he's like militant in the sense that he needs you to change now, but he's not mean about it. Like he's not he educates. That's his activism. I like that. If I had the confidence, 100%. I hope I could do that one day. That's why I'm really interested. Hey, Kat, what the peaceful protest is going to be next year? The one that we're going to go to. Like I'm going to ask him, what are we going to do there? Like, are we going to talk to people? Are we going to do a speech? Like, what are we going to do? So I'm going to ask him when I talk to him next. Yeah.
Well, I'll be doing a lot with this Save Movement Scotland. They're an absolutely great charity. It's like animal welfare. They go around, obviously do a lot of activism at slaughterhouses and things like that. So I'm going to be doing all that. It's absolutely great.
That's cool. Yeah, it's interesting, like, the way things are in Scotland. There seems to be a vegan thing on all the time. But Glasgow has a big vegan community, right?
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah.
It's taken big time. They actually said that Glasgow's got one of the biggest vegan cities.
I read that. Here I look up like vegan events on him. I don't know, because then you get to know. He does look good in that colour. I don't know what time he's looking good. Oh, is that what? That's funny.
That was other things. What you share that why things like they're the largest. She said to me, animalaid.org.uk. Absolutely
you
brilliant.
Should view those websites. You've got channels for 1 week.
That when you got all dishes and things. It was
They had that a kid vegan day, $2 I think a head.
That was it the other.
Yeah. So cute. That's good, because I saw it was bought, like, for me, if I have taking them through get slaughtered and stuff.
People always say learning and educate people that have been vegans like that, and they come and about it.
Credit to, they think kids, and you think if you can do about simplify it for them and no barbaric, obviously, and it's so much easier for them at that age, and then they ask, it's easy. Person's like, all right, yeah, but because a lot of people kind of, vegan, went to suburbia, and there was like one.
everybody's sending their love to him, and that's...
I think everybody like is anything out at work because everyone every time. Oh, I haven't heard anything.
Jenny said I went up to Ballarat yesterday.
I reckon it would have been
an amazing things like amazing.
Yeah, there's always a lot of food into World Vegan Day. Michael like
Christmas dinner in it.
Oh,
that's what I said to Jamie. You're an absolute. You come up with it comes chicken and mushroom.
That's nuts. Assembly. If they'd let that happen, though.
Maybe a bit kind of.
But you could just talk about not eating animals. People just don't like. It's almost like
You really need the nutrition skills, as you know. Pizza.
The pictures. I know. Seen it, and it's like, and don't.
I don't know if it's regular nutrition assemblies pyramid based. It's $3 a day. That's quite good. That's.
Oh, that's cool.
So
you got a message from AJ there too. You can
just. Oh, that's it. Just coming up on my side. Just wanted to say thank you, Tommy, for advice and pushing through on meals with ED. Thoughts allowed. I had my first bulimia free night. That's absolutely amazing, AJ. Really proud of you. Just keep pushing through. Like I say, don't worry about it. If you get an off day and don't think you're a failure, because everybody gets days like that, and Jessica can relate to that. We all get days like that, even with our mental illness. But it's getting up each day and continuing on the road to recovery. But you're doing great, and we support you 100%.
And she said it was too personal. But it's good that you feel comfortable to talk about it. Like, did you remember the video where Dan, Shani's partner, talked because she had gone 9 days without purging, and then she purged and she felt like she was a failure. And he said, like, if you think about how long you've done it for, even just 1 day is a huge accomplishment. And I thought that's true. That, because
you forget that this illness has been ingrained in you probably half your life, like myself, 19 years, and to overcome that any day of the week, whether it be a day or 2 days or 3 days, that's absolutely amazing, because it's basically been your life and it's took over you.
And it's hard to break that, because it almost, like I know with mine, it almost becomes a habit. Like there's things, right, I used to spray my feet with like disinfectant before I got into bed. Yeah. And sometimes still I pick up the bottle and do it, and Michael's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, shit, because I don't need to do it anymore, but the habit is still there, like the physical need. And it's like, oh man, what am I doing? Like, and after all this time I still do it. And it's almost like the same thing with every mental illness, I think, has its little quirks that become habits.
That as well. Jenny's
generalized anxiety.
Days and bad days.
Exactly. Yeah, I have those days where I just, like the other day when I said to you the bug was in the kitchen, right? And I was just trying to relax. I ended up sleeping all day because I was too anxious, and I thought if I sleep, I'm not thinking about it. So I just slept all day.
Well, look at how massively your year's been that you've come forward. You went away your first holiday in many, many years, like you said.
I know.
That's amazing. I mean, that shows just how far you've come, and you probably wouldn't have done that last year.
Yeah, you don't think until you say, okay, what was I doing this time last year? And you think, shit, I've taken a lot of that out of my rituals and that. But week by week, you don't see it. But when you look back on the bigger picture, it's huge. Hugs to you. Aww.
Hugs to you as well, AJ Lee.
AJ needs to guest sometime. I want to see AJ do. She should make use of Sandcat's ability to do that cat thing, and then she can make videos too.
I'll be doing a lot of eating disorder podcasts and things, AJ, as well. So anything at all you ever want any topics upon about eating disorders or anything, any specific problem that you're suffering with, let me know, and I will help out in any way I can with them.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's what I'm here to do, so.
Oh, Jenny remembers my bug. I've had I think I've had 2 videos about bugs.
I know,
it's insane. It's insane. Oh my God. But when we went out shopping the other day, when I was telling you I was out shopping, and a bug came on me in the car, but it was totally different. Like I still wiped kind of a little bit where it was, but if it's in the house, it's like explosion. Do you know what I mean? But if it's outside, it's fine. That's stupid.
I've got to the point
it doesn't make sense.
I'm getting my OCD behaviours are really, that's my main issue at the moment. Really, eating disorder. I mean, I've got to the point I can overcome my eating disorder, but it's the OCD that's been the biggest issue. Is this constant having to do everything at a certain time of day, even going to the toilet at a certain time of day. Going to the toilet, going to get washed. I've got to have my clothes sitting out at night for the next morning. I've got to take the dogs at a walk at a certain time of day. I've got to have my meals at the exact same time of day every day. I even get some days like a Monday or a Wednesday where I've got to eat the same meals. It's crazy.
Yeah, I get you. Guess 99% convinced. How do you feel when, like, if I said to you, you can't go to the toilet at that time? What do you do? What's your reaction?
I get so worked up in it. It gets to the point, Laura can attest to this. I start to get really, really angry. Like I'll lose the place, and I'll get like, really, is it frustrated? And as if I'm like a claustrophobic type thing. You just feel, where am I going? Where am I doing? What am I doing? And anger starts to kick in.
I know, I was like that. Yeah, that's why I asked you, because I used to be like that. I used to yell at Michael for no reason.
Well, I do that as well, and I feel like absolute, pardon the word, shit, because I feel, why am I doing this? Because Laura's my world, and she knows
I know, you feel like crap afterwards. Yeah, after it's happened, you're like, why did I do that? Yeah. I know, it's hard because, like, a lot of people would say there's nothing wrong with having a routine, but you can't live your life by a routine. Like, it's not, and you know in you it's not healthy. What are you doing to try to...
It's like, we're creatures of habit, but it comes to the point that habit's a really detrimental thing in your life.
Yeah. What are you doing to, like, what if you, like, what if, like, say you had to go at this time, if you just sat for 1 minute and waited, and then tomorrow waited for 2 minutes? Could you do that? That's what I used to try and do.
I'm trying to do that more often, but I'm finding
it's easier to sometimes to just get up and give in, isn't it? Yeah,
but see, if I was if I'm somebody keeps talking to me, and I've got a distraction, like I'm maybe at a cinema, or I'm out like yesterday at the vegan festival and that. They thoughts aren't there, so I think the distractions take you away, like I say, taking yourself away from that situation. Yeah. That makes the biggest difference to me.
Yeah.
Sitting in the house watching the TV or doing something like that, that's when it takes over me. Yeah.
And it's also because it's easy access. Well. Hi, Venus. Hey, Venus. It's easy access to go to the bathroom as well. Like, it's right there. You can just do it. But one psychologist told me once, like, the way OCD works is, like, say you can't go to the bathroom, right? So your anxiety shoots right up, and then the second you go to the bathroom, it drops right down again, right? But if you sit for a moment, it'll go up, it'll plateau, and it will slowly decrease. So then when you finally give in, it will drop. So the whole point is, she said, like, to try to stay in that plateau for as long as you can. That used to help me in the early days. It's easier said than done. I'd just, like, wait 1 minute till I could wash my hands, and then the next time I'm like, but sometimes you can't as well. But yeah, it's such a weird thing to get your head around. Like, it's not as easy as that.
One of my subscribers on my channel mentioned the other day about her daughters get OCD, and she says there was a medication, I can't quite remember it, she said that me to try and ask for it, but I've spoken to my eating disorder specialist and my psychiatrist, and they're just not willing to give me anything for my eating disorder or my OCD, because their interpretation is well, to put you in the picture, basically they're saying that it masks your illness. It masks the OCD illness, because...
Is that what they think?
Yeah, my psychiatrist, her belief is that basically you've got to take control of that OCD, because if you were to somehow down the line stop that medication, basically your illness will kick back in. So she believes that you've basically got to take over that, and she doesn't believe in medication for anything apart from things like schizophrenia and things like that.
you can't prescribe something absolutely without knowing, but the way they work, like, because I was asking my doctor, they take a while to kick in once they're, they're in your system, and they help the chemical imbalance in your brain. And like, I was off mine for a while and slowly declined. It wasn't like I stopped taking them and then a week later I was back full bore. It was a slow decline. I thought you were on medication for the just for anxiety in general, at least. Because I am. I worry because if you're trying to get pregnant, or if you're pregnant, or if you're breastfeeding, you can't be on the pills. So that scares me a little, but it's made a huge difference. It doesn't mask it. Like, I've still got it, and I've still got it bad. Oh. It just helps me to have a bit more logic and think things through.
Kat's saying a lot of them
yes.
quickly. Definitely, yeah.
That's true, Kat, yeah.
My last psychiatrist, which to kind of bring you up to speed, this psychiatrist I'm on at the moment, she's just moved into the area, because my last psychiatrist, she actually retired for health reasons and things early. So before, I was on a lot of medication for my eating disorder and OCD. I was on amitriptyline and olanzapine, which are two really strong things. It was like 150 milligrams, which was 3 tablets at night. And they were adding weight really quickly. I mean, I went up to about 12.5 stone. I went back to my right weight, and I recovered for 5 years on them. Never a problem at all. Then they took me off them, and around that time, that was when Laura had the ovarian cancer and the 4 miscarriages. Then I relapsed. So, in a way, do I say, was the catalyst Laura having the ovarian cancer, or was it part of that as well, them taking me off the medication?
Look, you still would have relapsed had you been on the medication, but it wouldn't have been anywhere near as bad. You would have like had a bad week or a bad, and had to pick yourself up again. But that's what I think, because I've relapsed like a few times, but it's never been like going crazy, like crying and screaming and panic attacks. It's never been, you can pick yourself up.
It's real here, Brittany. I don't know if she's had an eating disorder and things like that. It'd be lovely to...
I can't see her in here. I'm going to have to look her up on my... You're going to fan you.
Yeah, she's a lovely person.
Oh, and she's YouTube channel. Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, Brittany, like our stream that we're doing for mental health.
Like, tell our story to raise awareness. I think as well it'd be cool if people have a YouTube channel to kind of, what would be pretty cool. But, like, that was what would be cool. Like, people do Chris Kringle, like with the 24 people. Pick out a name and to have that. So, because we've been on channel, but it's like we do too.
Set everything up for you and
YouTube. Nice.
Great to hear that.
So nice.
10 years married in the 20.
Just like last week or the bad gig. She looked.
Brittany,
I'm happy.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Special birthday to say.
Yeah.
No,
like, what are you going to do? Oh, but you can't. Oh, that's funny. How did you propose?
Yes. Nothing kind of romantic.
My other sister, her husband.
Some things, because Laura's wedding. My best man.
Yeah. People shouldn't do what's there. I mean, I'd want like family, no cousins, uncles, grandpa. Oh, give the romance for the marriage. It's a cat.
I was going to set up a Facebook page called the Oslo Project, isn't it?
Page. Yeah, because we're starting like tell their story. You're ready to.
Oh,
it's going. Brittany.
Oh, what's happened there? Lady Heart Boss as well.
Guest ended. Full of issues, aren't they? They still. Oh, I can tweet you the link to stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Even someone can read it on there, be even about it. So, thanks. So, yeah.
It's all about every scene, mental health.
Like a longer string.
Maybe
yeah. Yeah. You could do it and hope.
Really look into maybe do it.
Well, you've already some people don't subscribers, and I'm like, just Mark's folder videos because people broadcast it. No, Jen was only one subscriptions. Oh, and floods it. I think you just need to do. Someone said actually, I'm just like, I just why I feel like it's
this week anyway. So I'm giving it along with another channel that's Tumblr, a lot of things like fun videos, like challenges and things like that.
Clicking on the channels, like in your description while you're hearing you talk, and just like looking through and stuff like that. So it's good.
It's going to be Wednesday roughly.
Oh, okay. You better work. No, I'm kidding. No.
So it's been
yeah.
You and that, and
you too.
Finish off it, I say, a couple of minutes and get ready for church and things.
Oh yeah, because it's Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, Sunday morning for you. What should she name her new channel?
What's it kind of based on? It's based in health and things like that, is it?
Brittany CC Davidson. I'm gonna have. Oh, maybe we should watch a few of her videos to get an idea of her personality. Like, and then we can because I like the idea of for Jen like the vegan warrior fitness instead of princess, but Brittany, I don't know. Brittany banana. Brittany banana. Everyone's got banana in their username. Mental health, things like that.
Right. So.
Could be like Brittany Talks, or there was someone like what Brittany did next. You know that girl that has that name? What something did next, but I don't know her name. Oh, Mia.
What about something like Brittany Mind, Body and Soul? Because that's.
Oh yeah.
That's basically talking about the mind and the body, because it's healthy foods, mental health, and all things like that. So Brittany Mind, Body and Soul, something like that would be really good.
Something like that, something spiritual that ties it all in together. Yeah, that's good. Looking up like spiritual names, like that Ahimsa thing. Like when you said that, I was like, oh my god, of course. Like I've got it on my jewelry. Something that kind of ties everything you want in, and you usually find that with like Buddhist symbols and stuff. That's a good idea. Yeah. I'll have to think. I might tweet you some later.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Get some names.
So I hope you have a lovely day, Jessica.
You too. Hope you have a good day at church and the rest of your day. And we'll talk soon.
Speak to you soon. Sending you all my love.
You too. Bye.
Bye. So guys, like I say, before I go, if you can please check out this Happy Moo Year. It's going to be held at the Admiral Bar, Waterloo Street, Glasgow. It's on the 30th of December. It's running from 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. and it's going to support and Save the Movement Scotland, who I'm actually going to be doing a lot of animal activism with. And basically what it's going to be going towards is funding next year to bring James Aspey to actually do a conference. It's going to be held in February, so I'll be actually doing a lot of vlogging at that and meeting James Aspey and things like that. Like I say, the tickets are only £5 and things like that, so it's amazing. And obviously as well, like I say, checking out bohemianhippy.com. Basically what it is, she does a lot of things like merchandise and things. Obviously UK directory about restaurants and vegan shops, and obviously a lot of things like you can add your website and things like that to it as well, and it's all free of charge. It's www.bohemianhippy.com, so please check that out as well. Yeah, #vegan James Aspey's awesome. So I'll just sing you out with a wee song. It's Christmas time, there's no need to be afraid. At Christmas time, we let in light and we banish shade. In our world of plenty, we can spread a smile of joy. Put your arms around the world at Christmas time, but say a prayer. Pray for the other one. At Christmas time, it's hard, but when you're having fun, there's a world outside your window, and it's a world of dread and fear. When the only water flowing, the bitter sting of tears, and the Christmas bells that ring there are the clamming chimes of tune. Well, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you. And it won't get snow in Africa this Christmas time. The greatest gift we'll give this year is life. Oh, where nothing ever grows, no rain or rivers flow. Do they know it's Christmas time at all? Here's to them underneath that burning sun. Here's to them underneath that burning sun. Do they know it's Christmas time at all? So guys, I just thought I would share that, brighten up since it's Christmas, and let you know about all the kind of people out there that are not as fortunate as us, sharing all the love. And remember, binge on life, purge negativity and starve guilty feelings, and I'll speak to you all soon, guys. Love you so much.